Now, the guy we're talking about in today's video is one of Brad Holmes' not so great draft picks. Now, this guy, Levi Onwuzurike, did have his breakout season this past season. Levi Onwuzurike got drafted back in the second round back in 2021, 41 overall. He's decent size, 6'3", 290, only 26 years old, will be turning, actually, I think his birthday is today. So I believe he just turned 27 today. So shout out to Levi Onwuzurike to making this video on Sunday. So happy birthday to Levi Onwuzurike. He is now 27, not 26. Again, from Washington, picked 41 overall back in 2021. Levi Onwuzurike this past season, 1.5 sacks and a forced fumble. But even though his stat line's not crazy, you watch the film, he was way better than that this season. First year, played every single game besides one. Very, very disappointing. Only 1 sack, only 2 passes deflected. Was not good in 2021 at all. Was not good in the run game. Was not good in the pass game. Very disappointing back in 2021. Now, obviously, I wasn't making videos at the time of 2021, but when we selected Levi Onwuzurike, I actually loved the pick. I remember my reaction to it. When we took Penei Sewell, wasn't too happy because I didn't value offensive line back that, because I was extremely young. I wanted a wide receiver at the time to replace Galladay and Marvin Jones. So that's just what it was at the time. I wasn't happy at the pick. Obviously, if I knew the football and what we needed at the time, I would have been more happy about it, obviously. But my reaction to Levi Onwuzurike, I was very happy about it. I loved his film that he produced in college. I loved the stats that he produced in college. I thought he was going to be a great player for us. Didn't end up being that. He's an okay player, but didn't end up being the great player and 41st overall pick like we wanted him to be and I wanted him to be. Got hurt with a season-ending injury back in 2022. Did not play one single game. 2023 played 10 games, missed 7. Had only, again, very disappointing season. Only had 1 sack, 0 passes deflected. Then 2024, he was getting a lot of buzz in OTAs and training camp that he was going to have his breakout season. He was being phenomenal. He was being phenomenal in training camp. Only missed 1 game, which is very rare. Had 1.5 sacks, a forced fumble, 0 passes deflected. But you watch the film this season, even though that stat line is not going to wow you, he was way better than that. I think he had 40 pressures this season, which is very good for more of an interior defensive lineman like he is. I believe he had 40 pressures. He should have had around 4 or 5 sacks this past season, which for defensive tackle is very good. Levi Onwuzurike, in my opinion, unfortunately, is a guy I don't think we can bring back. Because his market value, not according to SpotTrack, matter of fact, let's just pull up SpotTrack's market value. SpotTrack's market value is what I expect him to get and what he should get, in my opinion. Their market value for him is very reasonable. His market value is 2 years, $9.06 million, which is $4.5 million a year. That put him 33rd among all defensive tackles and 386th in the NFL. That's very reasonable. If you can get him on that deal, sign me up. That is very good for a guy who can play on the edge, defensive tackle, and do a very good job at his job if he can stay healthy. But Justin Rogers, the Lions insider, believes he's going to get anywhere from $15 to $18 million, which that is unreal. Levi Onwuzurike, like the guy, like the player, but are we being serious? Are we actually being serious? There's no way you're being serious. Levi Onwuzurike, at most I'm paying him is $5 million. There is no way I'm giving him any more than that. So if Levi Onwuzurike commands more than $5 million, goodbye. I'm sorry, Levi. Goodbye. Don't want you anymore. Goodbye. If you're willing to take under $5 million, fine. I'll give you that. But if you want any more than $5 million, go somewhere else that needs you. Go to the Bengals. Go be your DJ Raider replacement. Go there. Because I do not want him for $15 to $18 million. That is unreal. But again, if you can get him $4.5 million, like SpotTrack suggests, and what I would expect him to get, then sign me up. But one pride, go Lions. Do you think we should bring back Levi? Had a very good year this year, but maybe we need to improve. So one pride, go Lions.